Hey bitches, it's Nick Snyder and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to discuss the ongoing drama surrounding James Charles. If you have not already seen my previous video involving James Charles and Addison Rae drama, I am going to place a card in the upper right hand corner as well as a link down in the description. If this is your first time on my channel, hello, welcome, how are you doing? If you can please hit the subscribe button down below, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are someone who has been here for a day, a week, a month, or a year, welcome back. If you could please make sure you have all of your notifications set to on by clicking the bell icon somewhere in the screen. Please know that everything I speak on in my videos is my own personal opinion, and opinions are not facts. And please do not send hate to anyone or any brand that I speak on in my videos, because that is not what these are meant for. They are meant for us to throw a little shade, spill a little tea, and have a messy time here on the internet.
Hey you guys, so everyone's been going crazy about this drink on TikTok. It's a new one from Starbucks. It's the Grande Iced Brown Sugar Oat Milk Shaken Espresso. Is that right? I think so. Everyone's been saying this is amazing, so I wanted to get it this morning and try it out. So, let's see. Oh, not my favorite.
It's just so crazy to me how James Charles is over on his Instagram story trying his hardest to pretend like nothing is going on, like there is no drama surrounding him, like he did not release a memo over on his Twitter where he admitted to these allegations that were going on, and he's now trying out Starbucks drinks. Nobody was going crazy about that anywhere, James, but people are going crazy with tagging Morphe and responding to Morphe on all their social media, asking why James Charles is not receiving the same treatment as other influencers have, like Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, Laura Lee. And I honestly think that James Charles feels as if he can just walk away from this and move on with his life, because allegations like this have come up in the past, and he was able to issue an excuse, even though the excuse always sounds the same. You just have to switch the person's name and maybe like a few minor details here and there. But he's been able to issue that, and everyone just went back to believing him. I mean, honestly, going back to 2019 when Tati released her By Sister video, which prompted James Charles to then sit down and do his No More Lies video, no questions were answered for me. Like, there was nothing that was proven that Tati was lying about this. The only thing that was shown in that video that everyone was like, oh, see, there's proof right there, is that Jeffree sent James a text message saying that Grayson was going to go on camera soon to tell everyone how James tried to do something to him, allegedly. And in my opinion, that was James hiding something in plain sight, probably because he knew that Grayson, if something really did happen, he probably was not going to sit down and tell the world. And of course, my thoughts of that went a little bit deeper, considering James has been called a for over 2 years now, and the people in question have not publicly said anything about James Charles. Like, no, that's not true. That's not the kind of person that James is. And another thing that doesn't really sit well with me about James Charles, and you can see this in Dustin Daly's other video, where James was detailing his Omegle experience. If you don't know what Omegle is, it used to be a website, I think it's still around, where you could go on there and it would just make some random person's webcam pop up. Your webcam would be there. A lot of people would say their webcams are broken, because while it's a way for people to meet people, a lot of people did not use the service for what it was intended. So there's a lot of nudity over there. And James detailed how he was 12 years old and he would go on there and misuse the platform for that reason and look at adults naked. My main issue with this is you are literally putting a video out to millions of people. A lot of them are underage. His fan base is underage. So you're basically telling them, hey, this is what I used to do on this website. Gave a great description of what Omegle was. So now that's in their mind, like, hey, I can go over here for this and possibly be put in danger. That was not a smart idea, James. I don't know. Just kind of makes me feel like the roles are reversed now. But moving on from that, Morphe has been under fire on all their social media. They've been posting their ColourPop copycat material over there. They're coming out with some new palettes, and it seems a lot of people are not caring about the actual makeup, and they are just wondering why Morphe has not dropped James Charles. A few people said the following: never buying another Morphe product until James Charles gets dropped like Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. Morphe is about cheap products and greed. Do better, Morphe. Drop James. Your brand looks bad. James Charles committed a federal crime. You need to drop him from Morphe. Supporting a CP. It's a no for me, Morphe. And it's so sad because I have so many palettes and brushes. It's crazy how you have not ceased collaboration with James Charles. The things he has done and the situation he has been involved in are disgusting. I am not buying Morphe. Haha, you split from Jeffree over drama about James Charles that ended up being true and still going on. Wow. Where's the split from James? At least Jeffree and Shane brought you the highest sales ever. When are y'all getting rid of James Charles? He's a disgrace. Jeffree and Shane were dropped over grown-up drama. James Charles is a child and a predator. Keep the same energy. So are you guys going to address the issue or not? That's my question. You guys dropped Jeffree and Shane after all the success they brought you, but will you be dropping James Charles as well, or are you guys going to be hypocrites? So Jeffree was banished from Morphe, but James Charles continues to work with you after many allegations against him and his behavior. WTF. You got rid of Laura, Shane, and Jeffree, especially after all he did for your brand. Get rid of James Charles, keep the same energy. Stop being money hungry and do the right thing or be fair at least. If you don't get rid of James, then bring everyone else back. Morphe needs to keep the same energy when it comes to James Charles. You dropped Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson but are keeping JC? I'm not going to buy anything from you guys until you get rid of James Charles. This is ridiculous. Can't support a company that allows a child to be on the payroll. Bye. If you guys don't cut ties with James Charles after dropping others, you're part of the problem. You can't pick and choose which you'll support because they bring you money. I will no longer shop or support Morphe brushes as long as they keep supporting problematic people. Keep the same energy. Where's the split from James Charles? I'm not going to buy from Morphe again until they remove this. Very upsetting. You canceled Jeffree and Shane for basically being mean girls. James Charles is getting a pass for worse. So disappointed at Morphe brushes. It's just crazy how majority of the time Morphe collaborates with everyone problematic. Maybe they're like, there's a lot of controversy that's surrounding this person, so it'll bring in clicks, it'll bring in views, people will be interested in our brand, people will be talking. And I mean, it must take a lot for Morphe to finally come to the decision that somebody who's making them a ton of money is probably not the best fit for their brand. I mean, Jeffree Star was shrouded in controversy all the time, from his past over 10 years ago with the video clips that resurfaced to current allegations that are going against Jeffree Star, where people are saying that he is paying them off to not speak about certain things. I mean, it took up until 2020 for Morphe to be like, hey, you know what, maybe you're not the best fit for us, we're not going to have you in our stores anymore. But even that wasn't the sole reason that Jeffree was removed from Morphe. It wasn't until James Charles got back into the drama because Tati released her video last year that they made the ultimate decision to remove Shane as well as Jeffree. It's not even like these are just allegations that are going against James Charles, which would prompt Morphe to be like, we're going to pull back from him right now while an investigation goes on. If nothing comes of it, then James is back in good standing with Morphe. But James literally uploaded a memo apology or an explanation over on his Twitter where he admitted that that kid sent him photos, and we've all seen the photos from the kid's Snapchat, Instagram, or wherever you've seen it on YouTube, that James sent him photos back. Whether James knew if this kid was 18 or not, it is still against the law because he is 6. All I know is I'm going to think it's very hypocritical if Morphe at the end of the day does not give any kind of reprimand to James Charles, considering they gave a huge one to Jeffree Star and to Shane Dawson, as well as to Laura Lee with their past controversies. And I know for sure that Morphe knows the drama that is surrounding James Charles right now. There is no way that they could even come out and be like, oh, we had no idea this was going on. They are being flooded on social media, all of their responses. Go over to the Morphe Twitter and click on a few of their latest posts and just tell me what you see down in the comment section. It is nothing but people calling on, hey, this is what James Charles is doing. Hey, why are you supporting James Charles? Hey, this is going on with James Charles right now. So they know what's happening. I guess only time will tell if Morphe is going to investigate this James Charles thing or if they are just going to continue business as usual. I think that this would be a very good time for James Charles, though, if he is going to be coming out with Sister Cosmetics or whatever. Perfect time for him to launch it because, hey, if Morphe drops you, guess what? You have that to fall back on. I do not think this drama is going away for James Charles. As much as he wants to be on Instagram, Snapchat, whatever, acting as if nothing is going on, I don't think he's going to be able to get away from this, and I think that he is going to have to address it even more. But what is your opinion with all the drama that is surrounding James Charles right now? Please let me know all of your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. And with that said, everyone, that is it for this video. I hope that you did enjoy it. Please follow all my social media that's linked down below as well, and I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.